Tēnā koutou katoa. Ko Carrie Leonetti toku ingoa. My name is Carrie Leonetti, and I am an associate professor in the Faculty of Law. I would like to introduce you to a couple of our postgraduate offerings related to criminal law, but first I'd like to give you a bit of background about myself. I research, write, and lecture about the intersection of science and the law, in particular miscarriages of justice, scientific evidence, forensic psychiatry and psychology, and the role that human factors play in the decision-making of judges, juries, and lawyers. I served on the task force that drafted the guidelines for DNA evidence in American courts. The first postgraduate course to which I'd like to introduce you is a course about restorative and therapeutic justice taught by Dr. Kate Doolan. Dr. Doolan is a member of the Secretariat of the European Forum of Restorative Justice and an internationally recognized expert on prison violence and restorative justice for both adult and youth offenders. This seminar course offers students the chance to learn in depth about both the theory and practice of alternative models to the traditional criminal justice system, restorative justice, and therapeutic justice. The course examines the use of restorative justice as a response to youth offending in prisons and as a response to sexual violence and domestic violence and child abuse. It explores questions like, what does it mean to involve victims in the process? What does it mean to restore victims? And what does it mean to heal, apologize, and forgive? How do we reintegrate offenders into society? Is restorative justice an alternative form of punishment or an alternative to punishment? The course also explains the conceptual underpinnings of therapeutic justice, the use of the law as a healing agent, and the way that the law can produce both therapeutic and anti-therapeutic consequences. It explains solution-focused courts in Aotearoa, New Zealand, including the Te Whare Whakapiki Wairua, the alcohol and other drug treatment court, and the Ngākoti Rangatahi, the youth courts held on Marae. The second course that I'd like to introduce you to is my postgraduate seminar about miscarriages of justice. The goal of the course is for students to understand both the common causes of miscarriages of justice and the systemic barriers to correcting and preventing them. The course looks at the role that junk science, eyewitness misidentification, false confessions, ineffective assistance of defense counsel, police and prosecutorial misconduct, and the use of jailhouse snitches play in wrongful convictions. It also explores the relationship between culture, social psychology, and the identification and correction of miscarriages of justice. As Te Koti Arohe o Aotearoa, the New Zealand District Court rolls out Te Ao Marama, its judicially led kaupapa designed to ensure that all people who come to the District Court can seek justice and be seen, heard, understood, and meaningfully participate. Informed and up-to-date legal practice will increasingly require that lawyers be competent, not just in the way that law has been practiced, but also in the way that it could be. These courses are an excellent starting point for that transformation. Welcome to Waipapa Tōmataro, the University of Auckland School of Law.